My beloved child, I see you. I see you sitting in the darkness of this long night, wondering if the sun will ever rise again. I see you clutching the edges of your own heart, trying to hold yourself together with hands that have grown so tired, so weak, so empty. I see you staring at the ceiling in the hours when the rest of the world is asleep, replaying the same thoughts over and over again, the same fears, the same regrets, the same questions that have no answers. I see you, child. And I have not looked away. Not once. Not in all the nights you have spent alone. Not in all the tears you have cried into your pillow. Not in all the moments when you thought no one was watching, when you thought no one cared, when you thought you were completely and utterly invisible to the universe. I have been watching. I have been watching you with the kind of love that does not blink, does not waver, does not grow tired or impatient. I have been watching you the way a father watches his child struggle through something too heavy for their small hands, wanting to step in, wanting to take the weight, wanting to carry it for you. But I have been waiting for you to ask, waiting for you to finally let go, waiting for you to realize that you were never meant to carry this alone. You have been telling yourself a story, child. It is a story you have repeated so many times that you have forgotten it is not the truth. It is a story that begins with failure, the one you keep replaying in your mind, the one that feels like it defines you. It is a story that continues with shame, the kind that sits in your chest like a stone, heavy and cold and impossible to move. It is a story that ends with hopelessness, the belief that things will never get better, that you will always be stuck in this place, that the light will never find its way to you again. But that story is a lie. It is a lie that the long night has been whispering to you, over and over again, in the quiet hours when you are too tired to fight back. It is a lie that the darkness has been planting in your heart, like seeds in soil that has already been overwatered with pain. I am here to tell you the truth. The truth is that the long night does not have the final word over your life. The truth is that the darkness is not as strong as it pretends to be. The truth is that the sun is already rising, even now, even in this moment, and it is rising specifically for you. The truth is that you are not broken. You are just tired, and there is a difference. Let me tell you something about the night that you have forgotten. The night is not an enemy. The night is not a punishment. The night is not a verdict handed down against you by a God who has grown weary of your mistakes. The night is simply a season, a hard one, a difficult one, a painful one, but a season nonetheless. And every season comes to an end. Every winter gives way to spring. Every storm gives way to stillness. Every night gives way to morning. That is not a hopeful wish. That is not a positive affirmation you are supposed to repeat to yourself until you believe it. That is a law of the universe, something I wrote into the very fabric of creation. Darkness does not last. It cannot. It was never designed to last. It was designed to end. And your long night, child, the one that has stretched on and on, the one that has tested your faith and worn down your hope and left you wondering if you can take even one more step, it is ending. Not because you have been good enough, not because you have finally earned it, not because you have somehow convinced me to change my mind about you. It is ending because that is what nights do. They end. And when they end, they give way to something new, something better, something that makes the darkness fade away like a bad dream that no longer has any power over you. You have asked me in your quieter moments why the night has been so long. You have asked me why it feels like everyone else is walking in the light while you are still stumbling through the shadows. You have asked me why your prayers seem to hit the ceiling and bounce back, unanswered and unheard. You have asked me why the things you have been hoping for, the things you have been believing for, have not yet come to pass. Let me answer you plainly, child. The night is long because you are being prepared, not for punishment, not for abandonment, not for the kind of suffering that has no purpose. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. You are being prepared for a morning that will be so bright, so full of light and life and hope, that you will look back on this long night and realize it was worth it. You will look back and see that the darkness was not wasted. You will look back and see that every tear you cried, every sleepless hour you endured, every moment of doubt and fear and uncertainty, it was all leading to something that would not have been possible without the night, something that would not have been possible without the waiting, something that would not have been possible without the struggle. I know that is hard to hear right now. I know it feels like I am asking you to be patient when you have already been patient for far too long. I know it feels like I am asking you to trust me when trust has been so hard to come by. But I am not asking you to be patient in your own strength, child. I am asking you to let me carry you through this night. I am asking you to stop fighting the darkness on your own and let me be the light you cannot find. I am asking you to rest. Just rest. Rest in the knowledge that I am still here. Rest in the assurance that I have not abandoned you. Rest in the quiet confidence that the morning is coming, and it is coming for you.
Do you remember the story of the watchman? He stood on the city wall, night after night, waiting for the first glimmer of dawn. His eyes grew tired. His body grew weary. His mind began to play tricks on him, making him wonder if the sun had somehow forgotten to rise. But he did not leave his post. He did not give up. He kept watching, kept waiting, kept trusting that the light would come. And it always did. Every single time. Not because he had earned it. Not because his watching had somehow made the sun rise faster. Not because his faith was strong enough to pull the dawn out of the darkness. The sun rose because that is what the sun does. And the dawn came because that is what the dawn does. And the night ended because that is what nights do. You are that watchman, child. You have been standing on the wall of your own life, straining your eyes for a glimpse of hope, wondering if the light will ever find its way to you. And I am telling you, the light is already on its way. The dawn is already breaking. The night is already ending. Not because you have finally earned it, but because that is what I have always intended for you. The night was never meant to be your home. It was only meant to be a passage, a dark, difficult passage that would lead you to something greater. And you are almost through it. You are almost there. Just a little further. Just a little longer. And then, morning.
I know you are tired, child. I know you are so tired that you cannot even find the words to describe it anymore. I know you are tired of being strong, tired of pretending, tired of holding it together when everything inside you is falling apart. I know you are tired of the night, but let me tell you something about your tiredness. It is not a weakness. It is not a failure. It is not a sign that you are not good enough or faithful enough or strong enough. It is simply a sign that you have been fighting for a very long time, and that you were never meant to fight alone. That is why I am here. I am here to carry you when you cannot walk. I am here to hold you when you cannot stand. I am here to fight for you when you have no strength left to fight for yourself. I am here, and I am not going anywhere. So rest, child. Just rest. Let go of the weight you have been carrying. Let go of the fear that has been gripping your heart. Let go of the need to control every detail of your life and trust that I am working all things together for your good. Rest in the knowledge that the night is almost over. Rest in the certainty that the morning is on its way. Rest in the peace that comes from knowing you are not alone.
The long night that almost broke you, it did not break you. It came close, so close that you could feel the cracks spreading through your heart, so close that you could hear the sound of your own soul splintering under the weight of it all, so close that you wondered if you would ever be whole again. But you are still here, you are still standing, you are still breathing, and that is not a coincidence. That is me. I held you when you could not hold yourself. I carried you when you could not walk. I breathed into you when you could not find the strength to take another breath on your own. I kept you, and I will keep you. Through every long night that lies ahead, through every dark season you will ever face, through every moment when the light seems impossibly far away, I will keep you, because you are mine, and I do not let go of what is mine. So lift your head, child. The night is almost over. The dawn is breaking, and I am right here, waiting to welcome you into the morning. Amen.